Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Thank you very much for invitation. I'm the co-founder and the head of the Innovation High Tech Academy. The difference of this academy from other academies in Kazakhstan, local and international ones, that we use Finnish education methodologies. And before I tell you how we do it, I would like all the participants to watch a short video which was useful for us at the concept development stage, thanks to those ideas that we see in this video. I will now try to play this video for you. So the issue that we faced when we were developing the concept of our school was the same as you have seen in the end of the video. How can we prepare our children for the successful career in 21st century when the speed of change is becoming increasingly faster? What would be the role of the school, and what could be taught at school to make our children more successful? And it's not a secret that the skills that are considered as critical for success, these are not the skills that were necessary in the last century. First of all, it's the problem-solving skills, cooperation skills, communication skills, and skills that enable you to apply your knowledge to solve critical issues. So when we created the concept of our school, the main learning objectives for us were the civil responsibility and creativity. We want our students to be creative in addressing the issues, to be able to work in the team, so that they know that even being the high school students, they are able to change the world around them, their community, for the better. So that's why the mission of our school is to develop the new generation of lifelong learners. They should be lifelong learners and be able to address complex problems. And the topic is STEAM. Though we are not STEAM school, and I would like to come back to the definition of STEAM that was given by Nurlan. We can talk a lot about what STEAM is, but the main principles that it bases us is interdisciplinary approach and the real life problems solving. So these are the principles that we base our teaching on. When I meet the school principals, they say, yes, we also use the project methodology and project oriented methodology. And so these are the real life issues, real life problems that have never been solved before. But because our conference is about STEAM, I would like to give you an example of the project in the field of natural sciences. For example, in our school, they're taught as one academic science. It's based on the Cambridge curriculum. And once a semester, the students do court projects, but for more than 5 years, we have been cooperating with Court Institute, and we have the external consultants to develop the academic programs that teach our teachers the teaching methodologies. And an assessment is made based on the brick, following the project, and based on the tests. For example, the 7th year, the integrated science curriculum could look like this. So the project assessment part does the assessment of. So if we want our children to learn the skills, we should let them practice the skills, and at the same time, we should assess them properly. We assess research, data analysis skills, and how they use these skills. We analyze this individual growth and progress. We understand that all the students are different, but we are interested in this individual growth and interest based on the skills and talent of each student. Speaking of the methodology, we use the court methodology. What is the court methodology? First of all, you need to find a real life problem. So it should be some real problem or a real community. We find this problem, we find an organization or somebody who needs to solve a problem. And so the project duration is 3 weeks, and after 3 weeks, the students need to present their solutions for the audience. So our curriculum is developed by our teachers. We understand that it's not enough to memorize some formulas to pass a test. The sign proves that to learn something effectively and to learn for the life, for the entire life, to implement it outside the classroom, you need to be emotionally involved. And here we are assisted by these organizations or by these communities, and we need to understand that solving this problem is indeed important for some people. So this involvement is really important. We call the today's children, the generation is Y generation. Each student will be able to tell you why. This morning, we told that it's difficult to motivate students despite the interest. If students see the organization, they're trying to change the world, and they have the problem that they want to address or solve, regardless of the field, they get involved, they find the solution, and of course the teaching method. So these are the cycle process. So where we need to find some new information and apply it. So following this cycle, we can confidently say that children learn something. We have a clear criteria. The partner organizations, I'm not going to go deep into details, but I want to show that this court methodology is the methodology based on the scientific research, how people learn something. so that it stays for the entire life. So we have a very thorough filter to find the partner organizations. And then the next slide is when we say that we need to teach our kids to be able to solve the problem. It's not possible to do it through the lecture, reading the lecture. So every semester we go through these three stages. Children indeed learn these problem-solving skills. So, but what about the social and science and humanities teachers? This methodology could be applicable to any discipline, Russian or Kazakh language, like acting. So, if you have time, I could tell you about some projects that our humanities and social science teachers did. So children are very good, and they apply this for every project that they have problem outside the schools. Key elements. It's important to understand that it's not just enough for a teacher to find the organization. The role of the teacher is key. The teacher should always support the team. The teacher does not give the answer, but the project is structured so that the kids are assessed all the time. They have the objectives that they need to meet. Did they find the solution? And of course, there are preliminary presentations, interim presentations where where kids could present. And I would like to repeat that the role of the teacher is key. And our colleagues were saying that we need to teach our kids. The role of the teacher in our schools is the role of the designer. You cannot teach somebody if you don't meet certain conditions. Our teachers are designers that teach the experience by by giving them this task. We ask we ask our kids to solve the problems. And let's move to the next slide. What we repeat all the time for teacher workshops, it's not about what you teach, it's about what they learn. First Academy, that will not be a school for delivery, but the school for discovery.